Hello, there was a little glitch, so I'm going to try this again. All right, such a craziness sometimes. All right, someday it'll be a piece of cake, but it's 2 o'clock and it's time. Let's hope that these Tuesdays now are going to be good at 2 o'clock. I think I keep saying Mondays, but it's Tuesdays. All right, so we are going to do a fun card. And this is the type of card we are going to be doing. And I'm going to turn it over so you can see what the back side looks like and explain that. And so then the way this card works is you simply pop it open. I guess we could call it a Kleenex box card. That's kind of what it looks like, but it's real cute. And it stands up on its own real well. And what you can do on the back is you can write your little message right here. You will learn that you can fold this once it's up. You just push like this and it'll fold this way so you can write your sentiment. I would get this glued on before. And so I do like the strips the way I have it, because you can always have your love and your signature here and your message here. So the strips that I will be giving you is so that we leave this blank. All right. So then on the other side, when they get this, this is what they see. Okay. And so we're going to do this with the paper pumpkin. The last July, this past July paper pumpkin. And so what we're going to talk about is this one right here, Sending Good Thoughts Paper Pumpkin Kit, July 2022 kit. All right. And what we are using is we are using a piece of standard gray cardstock. Okay. And the one card base that they sent. And then I used another card base to cut up a 4 1/4 by 3 1/2 piece. All right. And then I use the other pieces for other projects, for other alternate cards. Then what I need also are, as far as the designer paper, a lot of times you would use designer paper as your background. Here's another one, designer paper. That designer paper ends up to be 4 by 3 1/4. And what I did here, though, using the kit, is I took this piece and I basically cut it in half. Okay, I cut it in half and I used the other piece for something else again. And then I went ahead and used it in its entirety. I didn't lop it off or anything like that. And then I went ahead and used and cut some of the coral, as you can see here. I cut the coral as I did in my last video. That's all you have to do is cut it so that it looks well. It's fairly easy to do. I used the large bottle. And then if you look here, you can see that I went ahead and used the mask and went ahead, used some of the inks and sponged that. So when we do that, and I'm going to go ahead and remove my face now, since we're all here. There you go, that then you'll see better. But the one coral piece and is this big one, and it is so big and it's so handy that you can so easily cut it into pieces. It's right here, by the way. And then again, what I do once I have that, I simply go like this and sponge with the different colors. And I used the colors from the piece on the bottle. Okay, then I took the big, this was the big bottle. And then here I went ahead and stamped and cut this out from the stamp set. This was one of the birds. So that's what I used for this one. Of course, embellishments, you can use any kind. So we have those measurements. We have this measurement. Now you are going to need 5 strips. 3 of the larger strips, that is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. This would be your DSP. And I again used this paper right here. So you need 3 of those. I only have 2. I have to cut 1 more. And 2 of these. All right. And so I should have another one somewhere here that I did have, but I will cut as I go, as I see needed in a few moments. So you saw those measurements, I hope. So that was a 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Those are 3 of those, and 2 halves by 5 1/4. Okay, so once you have that, and I know I have extra pieces of those strips, I'll just have to find them. Yes, there's another one right here. Right here, right here. Okay, so we're all good to go. All right. Next, what we will do is I used one of these right here, and I used the stamp set, of course, the little dots here I put over here, sending good thoughts. And this piece also came from the kit. And whenever you do this, you want some kind of label and embellishments, and it goes right here. All right, you can see that, and you can see the different things that you can do with this. All right, so that's how that works. Okay, so I think I named everything. So let's look at how we do this. So this is a standard card, and I'm just going to bring this up. And what you're going to do on each of the sides, I think I can put that down. You're going to go ahead on this side. You're going to score it at 2 1/8 and 2 7/8. And this would be the 4 1/4 score, which is standard. Okay. If you're using a clean sheet of paper, it would be the 2 1/8, 2 7/8, and 4 1/4. I then simply flip it around. That's all I do. And I go ahead again, 2 1/8, 2 7/8. And of course, the 4 1/4 is already done. And this is what I get. So 2 1/8, 2 7/8, 4 1/4, both sides exactly the same. I then go ahead, and this is one of the reasons I love this trimmer. I go ahead and I bring it up to here. And I just, if you look at this, you'll see that I just cover that gray spot. I don't go over into the white. I start at 1, and this is for any card. I start at 1, and then I cut to 4 1/2, so that I have 1 inch on both ends. Once I cut that, I simply take my scissors and I simply go in and just cut it off right at the edge, just almost like scoring it off. And then you get your hole. That's all you have to do. And that's the hole. All right. So that's how that works. So once that is done, you would glue these pieces on. One very important thing is that everything has to be glued on completely. Otherwise, I've had a little difficulty on this one. Otherwise, it catches. There is no making it taller. See, it catches right here by that wing, got a little fat. And so because of that, it catches. So be very careful. Everything needs to be flat on this surface and glued down. No dimensionals anywhere except for right up here. Dimensionals can go right up there. All right. So next, let's see. So what I did is this piece, I did cut it a little shorter. That's okay. It could have been 4 1/4. I just hung that off. That's all right. We'll assume that it's all the same. You don't ever see the bottom, so it does not matter. What's important is how it looks on the 3 sides, not the bottom side. You'll never see it. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this piece. And the way I cut this piece is I first cut my 1/2 inch, okay, by the 5 1/4. Then I'm going to do the 1 1/4 inch by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my other 1/2 inch. Okay. And then my 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. So that's the way I'm going down so that it flows. Okay. So that when my image goes on here, it flows. Now, if I need an extra piece, okay, what I will do is I will take one of these pieces and cut the bottom off. You don't have to have the 3 pieces. All right. And I'll show you why as I do this. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to put our sky in. And so that's what we're going to do. Let me just get that. That was just a little bit of a rough cut there. And so I'm going to hold it like this. This is going to be the front of my card. So I'm going to open it up like this. And I'm simply going to go ahead and glue this piece. So I did do it in order so that my scenery is in order. So that's fun. And then I'm just going to put that right up there by the edge. Kind of make it equal. That's all I want to do. And then my other, oh, no, wrong side. This is going to go here. That's okay. Okay, my sky, this is the back part, which is going to be my sky. All right, that looks okay. That looks fine. And so then this piece goes right here. This piece goes right here. All right. See if I can push that up. Push that up. There you go. There you go. There you go. Push that up. So that's that. Then this fit right here. This fit right here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that in. See how that fits nicely. The pattern. I was going to show you the whole purpose of this was to show you the pattern and how to cut it as you go down. And then I almost put it on backwards. And so then the clouds match up as well. And so here are your clouds matching up. All the pieces match up nicely, and there you go. Now I'm going to show you why you don't need that extra piece in reality, okay? And you don't have to worry, okay? Because this, okay, will be the bottom of your card. And so you really don't need anything back there. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that's good and down there. And then, since I already made this part up, as you can see, just gluing on the pieces, the 1/2 strip, cutting that and gluing it on. Again, what I've been lately doing is I use my cap or this silicone container. I put my glue on top. I use my little brush, and I'm going to wash my brush, and I put that on the skinnier parts. I've been trying that method a little bit, and that seems to work pretty well. So I have been doing that, and that works pretty good, especially with this card since everything has to be glued down. So it's just a standard card. Now how I do this is simply I'm going to bring these two together, right? So what happens is I have to fold this down, all right? Now this works out, this is 4 1/4. So this works out where this has to be right pretty much at the bottom. Otherwise it's going to be too tall. Okay, so this has to be right at the bottom. Now, since we don't see the bottom and I am a little over, I'm going to take my scissors with my, I do not want to be over with my bottle, and you won't see that part anyway. I'm going to slip that through, and I'm going to bring it pretty much to the edge. So this blue part is right at the edge, maybe 1/8 above. That's all. And so then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down like that. Slip that through, take that and just glue that right down at the edge. All right, and as you saw, I just glued a little bit of that edge there. That's all I did. Okay. And that kind of centers it, right? See, you've got that already. See how that works? All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take this piece and put it down. I'm going to put my bone folder over that. So fun. I think this card is so fun. And really, it just dawned on me the other day, well, this pop-up card uses a stand. And then all you do is like an envelope or just like a card, fold it in half. That's all you got to do. Now, so what we can do, I have another strip kind of thing, and I could use a different kind of strip down here if I wanted to, but I did cut another strip here to make more water, and so we can do that. But really, you don't have to. It ends up just to be the bottom, and that would be popping up like that. All right, and then you would have that blue sky, blue everything there. See how that works? All right, so now, and you can see how easily that opens and closes because everything is glued down well. But because I am me, I am going to do this. This is what this kit is for. It is for fun and to use. And then I can use the strips for other things. And there's my water. All right. And there is my back. Okay. And with the back of this now, you can put some other things up here if you like, and we can look at that in a moment. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put my sending thoughts right here. And now this can be popped up, and I can use some twine if I like. And I believe I had some twine. I'm going to see if I have some twine because I could wrap this in twine and that would make it a little more dimensional. But I thought I might, but then you never know. Let's see what I have. I have some blue and white. Let's see, from the 5-pack. But they did give us some twine, which I am looking for. Of course, I cannot find that now. Let me see if I can find it here. I have this one container of threads, and usually, can't find the linen thread. Well, there is a linen thread that goes with this, and I would typically use that linen thread. But since for time's sake, I will go ahead and see if I can't wrap this. What I would like to do is wrap this around. I'm not sure that it'll work, but we're going to try. I like wrapping things around and then giving a little dimensionality. That blue does kind of work. And so what I would do is I would use that linen thread. That would be the best. And then I would go ahead and tie this simply into a knot. One could tie a bow if one wanted to, but I don't think so. I'm just going to do a knot. Opa. That's too bad because I really did just have that twine. But anyway, that's okay. The twine would look great. I'll probably show you the picture with the twine since I can't find it now. Nope, hold on. Let's try again. Take it in the middle, start wrapping a couple of times, start wrapping a couple of times. They end up on the other side. There you go. All righty. Fingers are not coordinating. That's okay. Let's see if I can get this. I might have just made it too short for myself, you know. Yay, there you go. All right. Sending thoughts. Yes, I like that with the twine. Put towards the end so you can see the sending thoughts like that. And then this folds easily down. You don't have to worry about that. Again, you just set it up and then press down, okay? And it'll do what it's supposed to. I like that twine enough that I'll keep it. But please use the twine they gave you in the kit, which would be great. Just putting 3 of these on here. And then I'm just going to go like that. Sending good thoughts. Put that down. Isn't that fun? Make sure I put it straight. There you go. Put that straight down there. And that's all she wrote. All right. Now, how you do the back. So the concept is you can definitely on that back side. Okay. So this is how it works. So there it is. It's standing up. All right. So how that works then is that when you turn it around, this is what you have. And I put the clouds on backwards. Okay. It should have been the other way. So be careful. I've done that before. Be careful. I will probably go ahead and put this over there, just right on top. And I think I am going to do that because I want it to be correct. I have to laugh. So that is 1 1/4 inches. Going to make that just a teeny bit. And then that's a 1/2 inch from what I remember. All right. And let's do that correctly because we do not want that to be wrong. So, and you do have to be careful. So that is the thing here with that is that is the back. So then if you have it that way in the front going correctly, on the back side, it would be backwards. And so if you want the back to be right side up, that would have to go this way. But then, of course, when you open it up, that is going to be showing the clouds are going to be going this direction. All right. So that is something you'll have to decide on how you want that to play out. I probably will play it out this way because the back is not that as important. And then, so my message can go, I can put a white strip right here, or I can simply write my message right here. Okay. And so that would be that fun pop-up card. And so that would either go this way or that way. And you would have to make that decision. And I think actually I would continue with this, since the back is just going to be having the message, and this is what you see most of the time. So with that one, you do have to be careful with patterns. So basically, it is a little bit of a difficulty, which I just discovered. So using patterns that don't go up and down is advisable. Using directional patterns is not quite the idea, I guess, but it's still a lovely card. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I really like this card. I really think it's fun, and I think it's great with the paper pumpkin. Okay, so I will see you later. Hope this worked out for you, and I will be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.